Hi, I'm Ryan CRC, and today I'd like to share with you guys a few signs that your partner may be cheating on you. Now, I want to preface this video by saying none of these behaviors are absolute proof that your partner is stepping out on you. They are simply possible indicators of infidelity you may want to be aware of. For starters, if your partner starts behaving unusually affectionate towards you, they want to kiss and hug and cuddle and make love all the time, they start buying you gifts like flowers and candy when they don't normally behave so affectionately, they may be overcompensating. They want to shower you with so much love and affection that you would never even consider suspecting them of being disloyal. Now, of course, there could be a good reason why they are suddenly very appreciative of you. Maybe one of their co-workers was telling them how they lost their love of their life, and now your partner feels the need to appreciate you while they still have you. So don't automatically jump to the conclusion that just because they start behaving abnormally affectionate, that it means they're being unfaithful. There could be a reasonable explanation for their sudden shift in behavior. Likewise, if your partner starts avoiding you, they don't want to kiss or hug or have sex, they don't even want to look you in the eye anymore, this distancing could be a guilt response. They feel so ashamed of cheating that the idea of having sex with you and their other partner turns their stomach. And as ridiculous as it may sound, they may be afraid that if you look them in the eye, you'll see right through them and know that they're sneaking around behind your back. We actually see this behavior in dogs and children. When they've done something wrong and they're feeling guilty, they look down, they look away, they avoid your gaze because they know they've done something wrong and they don't want you to judge them for it. Now, again, it could be possible that they're going through a period of depression, or maybe they're just really stressed out by work. Maybe they have some sort of health issue that they're embarrassed to talk about, or maybe they have done something wrong, like they accidentally broke something that you loved and then threw it away and they acted like they didn't know what happened to it, or maybe they accidentally ran over your cat and told you that their cat ran away and they're feeling guilty about that. So there are many reasons, both simple and complicated, that your partner may suddenly start to detach themselves from you and distance themselves from the relationship. That may not mean they're being unfaithful. So again, don't overreact and automatically assume that your partner's change in behavior means that they're cheating on you. Another sign of infidelity is secretive behavior. If you walk into the room and your partner suddenly puts their phone down, or maybe you can hear them talking in a very hushed voice on the other side of their house, or maybe they sit in the driveway talking on the phone when they get home from work, or they take their phone into the bathroom with them because they want to play this video game, then it's possible that they could be talking to their mister or mistress. Now, just because they put their phone down when you walk into the room at one time doesn't mean they're cheating. That could just be a coincidence. They could be discussing something with a coworker or a friend that's very personal to them or to that other person, and that's why they're talking on the phone in a more private location or in a hushed voice. So there are many good reasons why your partner may be acting secretively. But if they start behaving this way on a regular basis and exhibiting multiple signs of secretive behavior, such as regularly hiding their phone, putting it away, talking in the bathroom, and they haven't become addicted to some new video game, this might be a good time for you to wait for them to go to sleep and then go through their phone and see what you find. If they catch you and start talking about how you invaded their privacy, and they start projecting and blaming you for doing something wrong, this is the point where you bring up the fact that they have been acting secretively. And your natural reaction to that is to try and uncover what that secret is. Obviously, if someone is being suspicious, you want to discover the truth behind that suspicion. So don't let your partner change the subject or try to make you out to be the bad guy if you have many good reasons to suspect them of leading a double life or conversing with someone or carrying on a relationship with someone behind your back. Then, of course, there's the classic, honey, I have to work late tonight. Or, hey babe, I'm gonna go to the bar with a few friends after work and have a couple of drinks. If your partner starts to disappear from your house when they have never really spent that much time outside of the house before, it's possible that they could be leading a double life. They could be seeing someone else outside your home. If they've always worked late, then that's part of their job. If they just have to work late, for a week or two, it could be because of some new project. But if it's unlikely that their job requires them to work late, and this is some new, unsuspected event, it's reasonable to be suspicious of it. If they start going to the bar with these new friends that you've never met, they've never talked about before, and they don't invite you to the bar to introduce you to these new friends, again, that is very suspicious behavior. Likewise, if they take up a new hobby, such as a sudden interest in bowling, or they start going to the gym all the time, but they don't invite you along with them, this would be a good time to maybe drive by the gym or the bowling alley or even by their work and see if their car is there. Especially if they don't show a continued interest in this hobby, which is to say that usually when people start taking an interest in working out, and it's possible that your partner is doing so, but if they're taking an interest in working out, it generally means that they're going to start changing their diet. They're going to start drinking protein shakes or cutting back on carbs. After 2 or 3 months, they're going to start showing improvements in their body. They're going to start reading articles about working out, and you're going to see many signs that they're invested in this new hobby, and the same would hold true for bowling in its respective interests. If they are not showing these other signs that they are actually participating in these hobbies, and they just say, oh, I'm going to the gym or I'm going bowling, well, again, this could be a red flag that they are in fact stepping out and trying to lead a life outside your home, especially if they don't invite you with them or involve you in this other life, then they are purposely keeping it secret from you and keeping it separate from your relationship. Now, it's important not to overreact or jump to conclusions. Just because your partner exhibits 1 or 2 signs of cheating doesn't actually mean they're cheating. There could be reasonable explanations behind their behavior. But if you're patient and you compile a list of suspicious or secretive behaviors, at least in your mind, then when you broach this subject with your partner, you can approach it from a standpoint of evidence and reason instead of a position of emotion and anger or hurt. And being able to approach your partner in this way is important for 2 reasons. One, if you attack your partner, they're going to become defensive, more often than not. And they might start to play the victim. They might start saying, oh, you're overreacting, you're crazy, you're jumping to conclusions. And you don't want your partner to be able to gaslight you. You want to be very calm and collected and say, no, I'm not jumping to conclusions, I'm not overreacting, because I have a list of secretive and suspicious behaviors that you have exhibited over the past few months, which very reasonably lead me to the conclusion that you are detaching yourself from our relationship, that you are stepping outside of our relationship, that you're seeing someone else, that you're carrying on an affair, and you want to be able to stand your ground as opposed to your partner playing the victim and making you out to be the bad guy because you're making accusations. You want any accusation you make to be founded. And when we're talking about infidelity, you want your accusations to be very well founded, steeped in evidence. So don't give your partner the opportunity to weasel their way out of accepting responsibility or accountability for their behavior. The second reason that you want to be calm and rational when you broach the subject with your partner is you want to create a safe space for them to talk about what's going on. You want to say, you know, honey, I've noticed these very strange behavior, this change in the way that you treat me and the way that you seem to hide your phone, or you hide conversations, or you're staying away from the home when you don't normally do that. Is there something wrong with the relationship? Is there a problem we need to talk about? Are you seeing someone else? Is there another person? Whatever the case may be, you catch more flies with honey than with vinegar, so you're better off asking them in a very calm and rational way, is there a problem that you need to discuss? Because they are behaving very strangely and you have very good reason to suspect them of being in another relationship or stepping out on you. And that is something that you should both discuss for the health of your relationship. Hopefully, if you broach the subject peacefully and provide them with a safe space, then they will confess to their infidelity and will hopefully lead you to the truth and help you find the answers behind all this suspicion so you can move forward from that point on. Because let's face it, getting angry and casting aspersions and accusations that your partner's cheating and burning all their shit and kicking them out of the house isn't going to help you or help them or help the relationship in any way. So I hope this video has been helpful to you. If you like it, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on YouTube.